want you to picture this. It's 10:47 a.m. You're on vacation. You finally slept in, no alarm, no rush. Pure bliss. Then your phone buzzes. Friendly reminder, checkout is at 11 a.m. 13 minutes. You have 13 minutes to shower, pack everything, find that one sock under the bed, and somehow drag your luggage to the lobby. Meanwhile, check-in isn't until 3 p.m. That's a 4-hour gap. Where does your room go? In just some kind of hotel limbo? You're paying hundreds of dollars a night. Why can't you just stay until the afternoon? But here's the surprising truth. That 11 a.m. checkout has almost nothing to do with cleaning your room and everything to do with how hotels actually make money. Today, we're uncovering why checkout times are so painfully early, how the hotel industry quietly profits from that 4-hour gap, and why this system probably isn't changing anytime soon. To understand the 11 a.m. checkout, we first have to look at how hotels operated before standardized times existed. And honestly, it was chaos. In the early days of American hotels, we're talking 1800s, there was no set checkout time. Guests left when they felt like it. Some stayed until dinner, some just didn't leave. Hotel owners had no idea when rooms would be available. New guests would arrive and wait in lobbies for hours, sometimes entire days. Housekeeping staff worked around the clock with no predictable schedule. It was inefficient, expensive, and frustrating for everyone. Hotels needed a system. They needed a hard cutoff that gave them enough time to flip rooms before the next wave of guests arrived. And that cutoff landed on late morning. Step 1. The housekeeping math. Here's the operational reality. A single housekeeper can clean somewhere between 12 to 16 rooms per shift. Each room takes about 25 to 45 minutes depending on the hotel's standards. Now think about it like a factory assembly line. If checkout is at 11 a.m. and check-in is at 3 p.m., that gives housekeeping exactly 4 hours to clean, inspect, and prepare every single room. For a 200-room hotel operating at 80% capacity, that's 160 rooms that need to be flipped in 4 hours. If you push checkout to noon, you've just cut their window to 3 hours. That means hiring more staff, paying overtime, raising costs, and hotels really don't want to do that. So the 11 a.m. checkout isn't arbitrary. It's the minimum time buffer that lets hotels operate with the fewest housekeepers possible. You're not leaving early for your convenience. You're leaving early for their payroll. Step 2, the real estate of time. But here's where it gets interesting. So if housekeeping needs 4 hours, why isn't check-in at 3 p.m. and check-out at 11 a.m. perfectly balanced for your benefit? Because that 4-hour gap isn't just about cleaning. It's prime revenue territory. Hotels know that many guests want to check in early or check out late, and increasingly they're charging for it. Early check-in fee $25 to $75, late checkout fee $20 to $50. Some luxury hotels charge half the nightly rate just to leave at 2 p.m. instead of 11 a.m. Think of that 4-hour window like airline seat selection. It used to be included. Now it's an upsell. The gap between checkout and check-in has become a product. Hotels are literally selling you back your own time. And the earlier they kick you out, the more opportunity they have to sell those hours to someone else. Step 3, the afternoon arrivals advantage. But there's one more layer to this. Why 3 p.m. specifically for check-in? Why not 1 p.m. or 2 p.m.? Here's the strategic reason. Most leisure travelers, families on vacation, couples on weekend trips, arrive in the afternoon. They've driven for hours or landed midday flights. When check-in is at 3 p.m., guests typically don't get settled in their rooms until 3:30 or 4 p.m. And what's right around the corner? Dinner time. Hotels want you hungry when you arrive. Their restaurants, room service, and minibars are all profit centers. If you checked in at noon, you'd eat lunch somewhere else. You might leave the property entirely for the afternoon. But arriving at 3 p.m. with nothing to do, you're probably eating at their restaurant, ordering that overpriced club sandwich from room service, grabbing a $9 beer from the minibar. The checkout and check-in times aren't just about room logistics. They're engineered to maximize how much you spend once you're inside. Look, hotels aren't evil, they're businesses, and like any business, they've optimized every possible variable for profit. The 11 a.m. checkout isn't a random tradition. It's a carefully calculated system that minimizes labor costs, maximizes upsell opportunities, and strategically guides you towards spending more money. That 4-hour gap, it's not hotel limbo, it's a monetization window. So the next time you're rushing to pack at 10:50 a.m., stressed and annoyed, don't just see it as a minor inconvenience. See it as a glimpse into how every hour of your hotel stay has been financially engineered. The room rate is just the beginning. beginning. Your time is the real product.